What is going on, you guys? This is Chris with EMBROIDERY, patches for the culture. As you can see, we got the brother persona running right here. This one's not running right now. I don't have a backup thread or a second copy of the thread color that we are using on this machine. I'm making two patches for a customer. They're both the same patch, but I only have one forest green color, so that's why only the one machine is running. Once this one is done, I'm gonna switch the thread color over there and get that machine going, and then we'll be really moving and cranking out these two patches. When you're doing embroideries and you're in this embroidery business, you guys, you must learn how to troubleshoot your machines. So for this particular issue that we had with making these two patches, we were using these forest greens right here from Floriani, and what we found out from troubleshooting is that these two colors, or these two spools, are no good, you guys. You can see that the spools are still relatively full. We haven't used them too much. And the reason we haven't been using them is because they constantly give us issues when they're being used on the brother personas. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't use the Floriani brand. We have tons of Floriani spools that you can see down over here. We have tons of Floriani spools, but it's just these two in particular that are causing us the issues. But let's take a closer look at these. So what was happening with these particular spools from this particular lot, if you guys look, both of these spools are from lot 24281. And what's going on is these are having trouble feeding through the brother personas. So it's causing a bunch of messed up stitches. It's causing little machine hiccups. I don't really know what to call it. I just call it machine hiccups. But it'll create like a little loop on top of as it's stitching, there'll be like a couple loops. There might even be some thread breaks and whatnot. But what we did was we went and bought a spool of Sulky from our local Joann's because we didn't want to wait. We can't wait for another spool to come in the mail from a different brand. With the Sulky spool up there right now, it is stitching flawlessly. It's not having any of the issues that this thread was having. Once again, I'm not saying that Floriani is a bad brand. Floriani is an awesome brand. It's just certain spools from certain lots are not going to function well in your machine. Now, I don't want you guys to get discouraged or frustrated thinking that your machine is the issue when it's really just this one little spool right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the rest of our Floriani threads, and we're going to look for any threads that have the lot number 24281, and we're going to test them on the machines to make sure they stitch properly. Because if this particular thread with this lot number is having so many issues, we want to test our other colors that are from this same type of lot. Now that we figured out what the source of our issue was, which is this spool right here, I even went as far as to thinking that it was because of the MightyHoops. Maybe the MightyHoops was causing us issues, but it's not the MightyHoops, it's not the machine. It was just this spool of thread, you guys. So be sure that you guys are thoroughly going through and trying to troubleshoot your issues when it comes to stitching and your stitch qualities, because it could be something as simple as the thread that you're using. It could be something as simple as the bobbin thread that you're using. You just never know. So that's why you got to troubleshoot. And you want to troubleshoot because you don't want to constantly have to take your machine in to the dealer and have them run their repairs and diagnostics just to tell you that it was possibly your thread that was the issue. And not only that, you're now paying $100, $200, $300 just for that. So be sure that you are doing your due diligence and trying to do your own maintenance and your own troubleshooting with your machines. This has been Chris with EMBROIDERY, patches for the culture. We're going to go over there and we're going to check the rest of our spools, and then we're going to make sure which ones are good. Whichever ones are bad, we're going to see if we can return them. If not, we're just going to have to discard them because we don't want any further issues with those particular threads. But this is Chris with EMBROIDERY. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you would like to donate, here's our donation links down below. We got our Cash App. We got our Venmo. Feel free to leave us a donation if you find our content helpful and insightful. We'll see ya on the next one. Peace.